So our next test is on the silicone oil as a solvent and silicone sealant as a solute. 30 ml silicone oil, and the dimensions of the silicone sealant will be mentioned. Now the wet silicone is soluble in silicone oil. The wet silicone sealant is soluble in silicone oil, but we don't know about the dry silicone. We have seen what happens with toothpaste in a similar situation. It breaks off, but we will have to see whether it is soluble or not, whether it breaks off or not. Let's make it weaker from this section. Let's try to make it weak from the part where it could be removed from. If this could be removed because of this, we can prove that it is soluble. Let's see what happens here. Not even slightly, it can be removed. We have the photograph of the initial dimensions. We will take a photograph of the final dimensions. I don't know what will happen. The solution between the wet silicone sealant, which is dried in this experiment, and silicone oil 50 CTSK that we are using again right now, which will be our working fluid in our experimentation. So coming back to the point, solution between a wet silicone sealant and the silicone oil is actually like sugar and water. This was visible in our previous test. I'll try and keep this chronological the way I did my experimentation. The number 3 means the sample number 3, which is for this test only, that is test between silicone oil, not water. As you could see, it's denser, right? Water won't go like this. As you could see, water won't form the wire type. Only thicker liquids form wire. As you could see in honey forms wire like this. If you pull off like this, water does not do that, right? Water does not make this kind of wire. Only a more viscous fluid, a liquid, more viscous liquid, more viscous than water, can form this kind of wire, which we call tar in Hindi. Tar technically means wire in English. It's just a translation. This wire kind of, which in fluid dynamics term is called a ligament. This is a ligament. This is a ligament. This is a ligament. An extended drop is a ligament, technically. Yeah. An extended drop is a ligament. Biology also has the term ligament, but this ligament is very different. It does not join anything to any other thing. It just is liquid mass. I'm trying to, I am trying to, I don't know how much time the video has elapsed. Okay, let's rotate it, and I don't have any magic tricks to show you so that the number 3 becomes number 1 suddenly in the next frame, but yeah, that's why I have marked 3 over here also, and there are 3 dashes over here also, 3 dashes over here also, so that it's clearly visible to all of you that there is no magic trick going on over here, such that I'll make it vanish on my own. It doesn't happen. In some videos it might look like that to you, that yeah, it vanished suddenly, but I'm not doing any tricks over here. I'm just trying to do the experiments. If it is in the experiments, it will be in the experiments, it will be in the video. It will be in the video the way it happens, not the way I want to show. I'm surprised even if the dimensions come less in this case, then it will prove that it will be little soluble. Very little soluble, but I don't think that it will be soluble like that. I think it will be like water and silicone sealant, like what we did previously with the sample number 1. If I did not talk about it that much. Oh yes, we talked. It was making a bit of sound. I did last night, yesterday. Yeah, it was making a nice sound. But yeah, this does not seem to be dissolving. Otherwise, it would have at least released this rubbery silicone sealant from the surface at least, because I've been rubbing this part continuously also, the previous part, the base of this silicone sealant, if you would say. This is where the silicone sealant holds the aluminium surface most firmly. If this gets removed, then it could be removed very easily, but now since after rubbing this much also this is not getting removed that much easily, and still I can see this valley, you could say, right? If this is the hill, then this is the valley, right? This is the hill and this is the valley. You can see this valley over here still there, without any washing away between the silicone oil, rather washing away between the aluminium surface and the hill of the silicone sealant part, the hill part of the silicone sealant. The valley is still there. That means that it is insoluble, and hence it proves that silicone sealant that we are using over here, I cannot tell the brand, I'll tell you the name afterwards, I forgot about this. The silicone sealant is insoluble in silicone oil. 50 CTSK, I cannot tell you the brand again, I'm sorry. 50 centist of silicone oil, that's it. You can get any brand, I don't care. But you can get any brand of this silicone sealant, I don't care. But the results will be the same. Silicone oil, the silicone sealant is insoluble in silicone oil. Okay, let me clean it. Let me clean my hands actually, not it. Oof. Oil everywhere, right? Yeah. Okay, that's good. It's very good. Why did I clean my hand or not? Because I had to remove this, right? Yeah. Look at this. That's aluminium. That's copper aluminium. Right? So I need to clean off the oil from the sides so that it is clearly visible to all of us. From the bottom, let's clean it off. Okay. From the sides, let's clean it off. From the sides, let's clean it off. I love the quality of the marker, that it is still not moving. Let's see what happens when chloroform is used with the marker. I don't know. Alcohol removes permanent marker. I've experimented on that. If you want to see, okay, in the end we'll do that. Alcohol, let's not say alcohol, let's say deodorant. Perfectly. Deodorant removes permanent marker. I'll show you. I'll use this exact this. I'll show you some other time. But yes, I'm cleaning it now. The oil part must be removed, right? So that let's keep it aside for a bit over there. It's visible to you, right? Good. So yeah, let's talk about this part now. As you could see, it's still there. It's still there. Okay, just a minute. Yeah. So it's still there, as you could see. I don't know about the dimensional change. We'll see that. We'll see that in just a bit. I'll measure the dimensions and then we'll see whether there is a change or not. Until then, let's assume that it is this is technically insoluble in the dry part, the dry one. It is dry. As you could see, the wet one could be removed very easily. It's a paste. The dry one, the dry silicone sealant is insoluble in silicone liquid. Thank you.